The 10 most annoying things about the weather reports that you get, mainly on television, sometimes on the radio. At number 10, enjoying, always noticing that it is, generally speaking, worse up north.
Yes.
It just is.
It is, yeah.
If we had to listen to the weather reports for northern Spain, we'd get cross. But that's what it's like for them.
Always having to hear
in
about our
Sheffield.
sunny weather.
Yeah. Fantastic. At number 9, looking at the weather forecaster, this is on television, is much more interesting than what they're saying.
People do that, don't they? You sat there with your mum and she goes, oh, I don't like that suit she's got on today.
Yeah, well, look at those shoes.
Yeah. And what we think, Sean, when it's a lady. TV regional weather forecast. You get a regional forecast, which shows the south coast of England, and there's the good old Isle of Wight, and we get a nice detailed one, which showing places where we live, you know, no problem at all. And then they go back to they slot it back into the national news, and you get weather for where you don't live. The whole national thing.
What's the point?
30 seconds later. I do not get that at all. That is just bad planning, and it's annoying. Very annoying. At number 7 is the BBC's new rolling map.
Oh, caused a lot of problems,
Yes.
didn't it?
It still is.
Very annoying.
I just don't get it.
Did it make you feel ill?
Oh, well, not really.
Seasick.
The lack of decent, clear information makes me feel slightly ill. Round we go, and it's 9 a.m, and then they get back down here, and suddenly it's like 10, 11, 12, and now it's 12 o'clock in Cornwall. What is it, 12 o'clock? Down here, round our way? I don't know. It's ridiculous.
And they've tried to balance it very cleverly, haven't they, by having the big map with Portsmouth and then the little map shows Southampton, so that both cities get on there.
It's rubbish is what it is. Weather systems. What's that? What's a weather system? Huh? You know, I just don't know. Also, a front moving in. Now, I've been hearing about fronts for about 30 years. What is a front? We don't know.
Maybe it's the front of a system.
We don't really care. We just want to know if it's going to be hot or cold.
They phased this one out, yes. They phased this one out, but it was so annoying. 20% chance of precipitation. It's so annoying. At number 2, the banter you get between anchor and weather forecaster.
Yes.
You know, whether it's, you know, national, regional, whatever, there's got to be a little exchange, but it's got to be kept tight. Okay? We don't want them devolving into a conversation.
It's worse on the regional one, isn't it?
Yes. a return... I've got a tie for number 1. Tie for number 1 is either knowing that actually it doesn't really matter because we're hermetically sealed. We go to work in hermetically sealed vehicles. We've got heating, we've got air conditioning, we've got umbrellas, we're hardly ever out, and even if we are, they can't tell you exactly when it's going to pour with rain and then it's going to clear, which is what happens in this country, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
It does to farmers. But they've got farming today, so... But the one that really annoys me, Sean, I'm afraid to say, is that Fahrenheit is just so much better
Oh, no, not again.
than centigrade, and I don't understand this pig-headed determination to go with a system that's got nothing going for it. It hasn't got a single credential.
Bring back the
except
high numbers.
They do it in Brussels! Yeah? Do you know that they hang you in Alabama if you mention centigrade, don't you? The Americans won't have any of this metric nonsense. And they're quite right to. Fahrenheit is so much more exciting. I saw, all through last week, we're getting into the 80s. Because that's got a threshold thing. And it sings. And it's got pomp and dynamism. But,
or as we say, mid-20s today.
Oh, mid-20s today. 10 most annoying things about weather forecasting and weather reporting.